friends, and welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. G. Today's menu, we are going to be making Rice Krispie squares. Remember, the kitchen rules. Always wash your hands before touching food. Always have an adult in the kitchen with you. And never take anything with nuts to school. Because of that reason, Cooking with Mrs. G, we might make a whole bunch of different things that involve peanuts or Nutella or almonds. So we want to make sure that all of our friends at home who have allergies to that are safe. All right, let's get busy. First thing that we're going to do is wash my hands. Remember, nice warm water and soap. Get all the germs off. And sing the birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. And give them a good rinse. And don't pick your nose right now. Just kidding. All right. I'm going to dry our hands. As you can see, I've already been busy doing a lot of other cooking classes for us today. So sometimes that might happen. And Mrs. G will make multiple videos during the day. Enjoy whatever is made. All right, so we're going to turn the stove. Get an adult to help you. Turn the stove on to medium-high heat. Then you're going to take a larger pot, and hopefully it's non-stick because that works best for making this. Now, what we need for Rice Krispie squares is marshmallows, Rice Krispie cereal, vanilla, margarine or butter, and I even got a special treat in here to go in mine. I got some colorful little M&Ms. They'll be tasty. All right, let's get busy. We need a 1 cup measuring cup, and we need a 1/2 cup measuring cup, and a 1 teaspoon measuring spoon, and a spatula for stirring. First, what we're going to do is measure out a 1/2 cup of butter or margarine, whatever your choice is. Take your spatula and the butter and make sure it's nice and even across. Then we're going to put it in the pot. And let it melt down. Well, that's melting down, kids. I need a little plate. Well, that's melting down. I'll get you to come in and take a better look to see what's happening with it. You see how it was hard before? Well, now it is all melting down and it'll turn into a liquid. And when it turns into a liquid, that's when we'll add our marshmallows. You can use any kind of marshmallows you want, big, small. You're supposed to use 35 big ones per batch. I personally don't count very much, but we could count today. And I'll probably add in a bunch more extra, just so that it gives it that extra little stretch when you take a bite into it and it's nice and stringy. So once this is all done, I'll give it a stir first and let it melt down. See? You see now how it's looking? It's just liquid margarine in the pan now, which will help coat our pot so it doesn't stick. Now let's count some marshmallows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, What comes after 9, friends? You're right, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, and Nor, I know you'd be doing a great job helping me count here. You're a great little counter. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. I think we'll go up to 50. 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. What comes after 39? Anybody know? You're right. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Why not throw in 3 more? Why not? So we have 53 marshmallows in there. I just like to make it nice and stringy. Can you hear it sizzling? That means if you take a look, you will see the marshmallows starting to melt. And because we put margarine in there, it'll make it so that it all gets nice and stretchy and smooth and melted all into like a liquider form. While this is melting, we'll just go over here and we will get our vanilla ready because that's what's gonna come in next. After the marshmallows are all melted, we're gonna put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then after that, we will add in our Rice Krispie squares. Oh, Mrs. G needs a pan for this. Or, sorry, Rice Krispie cereal. I need a pan, which I forgot to take out for our Rice Krispie treats to go into. All right. Now that we have that, what I'm gonna do, because they are very sticky, is give it a little bit of spray with some vegetable oil, like Pam. If you don't have that, you could take a little bit of margarine and just coat your pan with it, or you could use saran wrap or parchment paper, wax paper, something like that to line your pan with. But I have lots of this stuff, so I'll use it. All right, let's take a look at how our marshmallow mixture is going. Do you see that, friends? It's getting more melty. I know that's probably not a good word, but and the more we stir it, the more it's gonna melt because of the heat from the stove is melting everything in there. See? Now you can't even see the margarine that I put in there because the marshmallows have soaked it all up. And the more we stir it, the more we're making the heat distribute throughout the marshmallows. Remember, have an adult with this because it's very hot over here. You want to be very careful. Oh, getting close to being done. And then after it's all melted, what did I say the next step would be? We measure out 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And we'll mix it right into the warm mixture. And it'll give it that extra little taste. And give it another stir. Now, Take a look, friends. Is our mixture all melted? Are we ready for Rice Krispies to go in? You bet. So let's get ready to count. 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cup, 4. This is where I like to give it a little stir, just to get it so it starts blending. Take a look, how does that look now? You see all that extra marshmallow there? It's waiting for more Rice Krispies. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. Move this out of our way for right now. And we'll give it a final stir. And we'll turn off the heat at this time. I'm going to keep it on the stove and keep stirring it with no heat on so that the mixture starts to form all together like this, because we need that ooey gooey stickiness to make everything stick together. And before I take it off of the heat, I am going to get our colorful chips of chocolates. And I'm just gonna pour some directly in there. You can put in as many as you want or as little as you want. And then we'll stir it and see how that's turning. See how it's all folding into the Rice Krispie mixture. Maybe just a few more, right? I think so. Why not? So I probably put in about 2 cups of those little chocolates. All right, guys. Now this is where you definitely need your mom and dad's help, because this pot is very hot. So I'm going to take my cloth and wrap it around. And then we're going to come over here. Can you still see everything I'm doing? This is a little bit of a tricky part because the pan is really hot and I don't want to burn my fingers. Silly Mrs. G doesn't like using oven mitts. It's very safe to use oven mitts and I suggest doing so. I just don't really like them very much. And then we're going to pour the hot mixture into our greased pan. You see that? Because we put in margarine, the mixture came out of the pot easily. Okay. Next, this is a tricky part. Because this is very warm, we're going to just take it like this and press it down flat into the pan and try to make it as level as possible. Many of you have had my Rice Krispie treats at school already for hot lunches or the bake sales we've had, or even me just bringing them into the class for a treat. All right. A lot of times though, friends, when the mixture is very sticky, it is hard to spread sometimes. When it gets like that, I usually take some cooking spray or some margarine and put it on my fingers and pat it down. But because I have this Tupperware spatula, nothing much really sticks to it. So it makes it a lot easier. And then we're just gonna press them in, and nice, and voila, friends. Now all you have to do is wait for them to cool and then just cut them into squares and eat them up. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you join me for another cooking class with Mrs. G, where we'll be making puff wheat squares. Bye everyone.